guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Naomi and I'd just like to say hi to my fellow redheads and my non-fellow redheads. So this video is sort of what I've been doing and why I haven't been recording videos and posting them for you, and also just how I'm doing in general. I'm doing fine. I'm quite happy at the moment. I got my GCSE results back and I don't like them, but I have to deal with it anyway. I'm nervous as hell about starting college, but that's just, you know, just meh. Reasons why I haven't been posting is I've been a little bit distracted, can't be bothered, and I just haven't really had any thought of content I could post. So if you comment down below what you think I can film and post, then that'd be great. I do know I do want to film a video with one of my friends, reading over Midsummer's Night Dream, an Inspector Calls, or just a random other script that I've either found or asked to be printed or whatnot, or even a monologue. I think that's what it's called when you read it by yourself. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but please just ignore me. Right. The can't be bothered part is kind of related to the reason. The main reason. Well, actually, no, that's the main reason, but the next part. So, I've been reading books because I have to retake English and maths anyway when I start college. Well, that was kind of obvious for me. And a couple of other my friends. So we're all kind of working together on getting our English and maths and whatnot, and my studying for equine care and my acting career. Like, there's just so much going on right now. But I spent most of my time trying not to worry. And the only way I'm doing that is by reading books. So I've read 3 books in a month, which is new for me because I never finish a book once I've started it, most of the time. What's happened is I'm on this streak of reading. I watched Divergent. I brought the book because I found a new game and it was basically reading anyway, and I was like, oh, you know what? I've run out of tickets or hearts or teas. I don't know. These are all 3 different games, by the way. I was like, well, since I've got no more left to play that I'm interested in on Episode or Love Struck or Romance Club, they're the 3 different games, not sponsored, by the way. I'll ask Amber to order a book out of my money. I asked her to order me Divergent. I started it. I was on chapter 3, I think, when I stopped reading the book, 3 or 4, and then I started it again, I think, 2 weeks ago now, maybe? Bear in mind it's this thick, and I don't read thick books, because of my dyslexia. It just puts me off reading half the time, but, yeah, it was that thick, still is, sorry, ignore me. Sorry if I keep saying it's because I'm trying to think of how I'm supposed to describe this. Basically, all 3 of these books are within one kind of genre. Whether I'm making the genres up or not, I don't know. Or whether that's what they'd be called underneath the specific genre or whatnot, I don't know. But in my idea, it's kind of along the lines of it. Which is kind of like... sorry, somewhere on one of the books it said about something. Right, on this one it says contains the transfer and intake, the sun. Oh no, they're just the chapters. And I've been reading that aside, yeah. Oh well, ignore me. basically, I feel like my genre is more like, the only way I can put it is in film analogy or whatnot. It's like, what's the film? You know, I'll just do it after Divergent. Divergent is, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil the line or whatnot, I hope. But, the line? Where did I get that from? Ignore me, please. No, I'm kidding, don't ignore me. It's kind of got, like, some kind of action to it, like Marvel does, but it's got some romance in it, like The Kissing Booth. God. Two completely different genres there, but I don't know what it'd be called, so I'm just calling it action romance genre. And that's what all three of these books come under, as these two are from the same series and this is a completely different one. If you don't know this book, then here you go, it's Twilight. And then these two are from the Divergent series. This took me about a week to read after I finally started reading it again. This took me about a week to read, and it's half the size of that one. But that one I had more trouble getting stuck into. And this one took me about a week to read. I finished it today, and I've had nothing to do ever since, and I've been bored, and I fell asleep on a beanbag with 3 dogs. So yeah, life's great when you're bored. I just want to read another Twilight book, but none are coming my way. So yeah. By the way, most of these I would have said I brought myself, but I didn't. They were brought for me. Divergent, I brought myself out of my own money, and I'm not trying to brag or whatnot or boast about anything to say that I've got a lot of money, or because I really don't. By the way, those pictures up there I took myself. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I should probably take that down actually. Ignore that. I need to breathe. Basically, these 2 books were brought for me. I brought this one by myself out of my own money. Well, actually, Amber ordered it, but it was out of my own money that she hadn't even paid me with. It cost me about £3, even though on the back it says UK $7.99. But that's the recommended price. I got this off of Amazon, and I think it was on a discount or a sale or whatnot, whatever they do. This one was brought for me as I'd finished this one, and I wanted to read the last book in the series, which isn't technically part of the series, but kind of is. Because this is the only book out of the series that doesn't have a film. So I thought, oh, you know what? It's not going to spoil anything because it's from Paul's perspective. I've watched every single one of the films. I just need to read the books. So I was like, I'll read it. If I don't like it, you know, deal with it as part of the collection. And as I was like, I was almost finished with the book when I accidentally found this in the charity shop. I had no money on me. I had no money at all. And my dad and my stepmom had recently brought my brother something that cost them £10. So both these books were both quite cheap as well. This one was £5.40 something. And this one I think was all of like £1 or £2 from a charity shop. Which, by the way, was already ruined, but I kind of just creased and bent the whole spine of the book by accident, because when I read, because I read in bed sometimes, I have to fold the pages over so I can see I'd fold it like that so I could see it properly, and that just kind of created like 5 or 6 different lines down the spine of the book. But that's how you can tell it's a good book. If you continue reading it, if it's got creased lines. This one's only got like 2 because I read it in like 3 different sections somehow. But yeah. The next book I need to get is Insurgent, and then Allergent is the last one. Allegiant. I keep saying that wrong. I'm sorry. That's my dyslexia. I think I actually have Allegiant. I don't know how you say it. Yes, so you can see them. I think I have the blue one coming soon as well, so I really need to tell Amber, that's my stepmom by the way, that I need the purple one because I got it wrong, but you know, for me that's not uncommon. But I'm hoping to get the rest of the Twilight books because I really like the first one, although it was very aggravating, and they did that in the film as well. I don't know if you guys will know what I mean, but there were certain parts in the book and in the film that were just aggravating that they didn't need to add at all, because we could get the gist. And they just kind of made it that awkwardness. But I recommend the Divergent series for people who like love and romance, and like, well, it's not really love, but people who like romance and like action at the same time. And I also recommend Twilight, but most people have heard of Twilight before. If not, you've heard it now. I don't want to give a backstory on any of the books unless you guys ask me to. And I suppose I'll keep an update on what books I'm reading. So I might do that again next month, see how many books I've read next month. As this month is coming to an end. I don't know whether I'll read as many books as I did this month, because I'm amazed I read this many as it is. But I will see. I am at my mother's. I have got a chest of drawers which I'm piling books up on that I've read. And then, because I have a bookshelf full of books that I have never read before, and I'm buying new ones. But most of the ones I have are either to do with animals, and I love animals, but not all the books are interesting. And then it's either that Michael Morpurgo or kind of just random books that I have scattered across my bookshelf. I've got horse books which I haven't read, and things and books to do with dogs, cats, monkeys, elephants, and who knows what else. And then I've got books about people, but not all of them I want to read. But I can't sell them either because my mum doesn't want me to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep buying books that are in that kind of line. I do want to read If I Was Your Girl. I don't know who that's by, but it's supposed to be quite good. It's one of the books Zoella recommended a few years ago now, because I brought it back then. And I've never read it because I don't know why, I just could never get into it. I like the look of the book, but I start reading it, I'm just like, this is so boring. I can't sit through a pure romance thing. Like, even The Kissing Booth isn't just pure romance. It's got... Then again, most romance has that typical random thing in it. Sorry, I'm talking to myself now. Yeah, if... I'm probably going to keep doing that a couple more times. Updating you guys on the books I'm reading, whether I recommend them or not. I do recommend the Divergent series and the Twilight series. Just because, like, why not? And, well, they're there. And I don't know whether you like that line or not, but that's kind of like the action and romance. Although Twilight's definitely got more romance in than Divergent, which I love. But the Divergent series so far I've enjoyed. I just wish there was a little bit more romance in it. But other than that, the books are really good. I do recommend them. I will keep you updated on my horse riding. And I know this video has been really, really long, and I'm sorry about that. That's a notification. I know you can't even see that, but I can. Yes, I will also... Oh, another thing that was brought for me in that charity shop, again, not trying to brag or anything, was a film I absolutely love, and I can't wait to get to my mum's and watch it finally and have it in my collection. Dirty Dancing. Oh my god, this is one of the best films I have watched, other than Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, Divergent, and Twilight. And just, yeah, you get the point. A bunch of other films that I like. But this is one of the best romance films I have ever watched, and I do recommend it. And I have a headache, so I should probably stop talking. However, I haven't opened it yet, so, well, it's obviously from the charity shop, so people have opened it before, but, like, it's got a tape on it. It's got a tape on it? Okay, then. Sorry, it has tape on it. So I should take that off. So this is kind of like a mini haul video as well. I didn't really buy much. Oh, I did, however, buy one more thing which I'm quite happy with. Oh no, I hope this works. It's got a few scratches, but I think they're just like tray scratches or whatnot, you know. If this doesn't work, I will cry. Just thought I'd say something. But oh my god, I love this film so much. I also recommend this film. Although, I think, hopefully, most of you would have watched it by now. Just, you probably haven't. You might have, you might not have. But this is a 15, so do not watch it unless you're 15 or above. And this was £1.50 apparently, which I didn't know. So, yes. We'll ignore that. So yeah, most of this stuff will add up to about a tenner. Apart from my first Divergent book in this series, the simple fact being that I bought that on my own money. I'm assuming this was a rental DVD at one point or something. I don't really know. But either way. But yeah, do you want watch this if you're 15, if you're under 15, unless you get parents' permission. I don't want to be telling people to go watch this or go read that if they don't have parents' permission, if they're under an age. Twilight doesn't have an age limit on it for what I can read so far. But, you know, just, again, ask for parents' permission. I know that sounds weird for books and all, but I don't want people reading or watching anything they shouldn't be. Sorry, I'm very distracted. So yeah. Also, my acting kind of thing, I will get back to that. I will film videos eventually. But it is very difficult to get motivated to do a lot of stuff at this precise moment, as I don't have confidence. Oh, I'll show you that other thing. This I did buy for myself because we were given a tenner each. Oh, that sounds really snobbish. We were given a tenner each because of helping out and all that. Not only am I having my riding lessons, but my parents seem to spoil me. God, I feel really bad, but I'm so grateful for everything I get. So, we went to a museum. Well, we went to a air place, and they had a museum there about World War II and I think it was. And they had a little gift shop there, and when I say little, it was little. And it says, read about it, the Blitz, and it cost me $3.99. Comes in this cute oh, it's here. Comes in this cute little thingy, and it says replicas, and it's a replica newspaper from Thursday, August the 29th, 1940. Oh my god, I love it. It literally is like a newspaper, apart from newspapers nowadays have staples in them. And I kind of expected this to have a staple in it just because of, like, I know it's not real, but I just kind of expected it to have staples in. But oh my god, I love it. It does actually feel like a real newspaper and everything. It's got lots of information. I know I'm holding it upside down on it, and I can't wait to read through this. I literally only opened this like 20 minutes before I started to film this video, because as I said, I had nothing to read. And then I was like, oh, you know what, this feels too real, I don't want to read it now. I know you can barely see this, but yep. What's that page? And that page. And then I read this on the back, and it said, thanks to Yeast Vite. It's this whole thing here. I'll just read it. Ipswich, April 15th, 1940. Dear Sirs, after what your wonderful Yeast Vite tablets have done for me, I feel it's my duty to let you know how they made a new man of me and enabled me to carry on with my work. I am a trolley bus conductor. For this work, running up and down the stairs, one needs to feel fit and well, especially under wartime. There wasn't an in that, I'm sorry. Under wartime conditions. Working and collecting fares in the blackout conditions had their effects on me. I suffered with terrible headaches. My nerves gave way, and sorry, it's flashing. Maybe I should stop reading this now. But you get the point. It's basically a copy of a real newspaper back in the 1940s during World War II, I think. Fingers crossed, I'm right. Yeah, World War II. It says Nazis raid London and 13 towns. Right there. Don't know how I didn't get that. Oh well. And it says about the Blitz, and the Blitz was in World War II. Sometimes I can really be dumb. There, see? Sometimes I can be really dumb. Get there eventually. I think what it is I'm just nervous for my riding lessons. I'm just going to blame it on that. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'd still like to thank my friends that are still talking to me, and those who aren't, that's your fault. And this channel's for myself and for other people to enjoy, and to be fair, I don't care what you think anymore. I'm being me, even if that means I'm sitting in a chair for 23 minutes just blabbering stuff that don't even make sense. That's my fault. No one else's, obviously. That was an accident. I didn't mean to spend 23 minutes talking about books, DVDs and stuff. I'd like to thank my family and all that. Also, I'd just like to say, I'm really not trying to brag or anything. I'm not rich. If we have money and me and my brother have earned it, we'll get given it and we can buy what we want with it. Unless it's like a gift or something. So Callum's pop figure things that were £10 were a gift. So my 2 books and DVD was basically a gift. Because, you know, we must have earned it somehow. Yeah, so this isn't to brag or anything. I just hope you guys know that. Because I don't want to feel like people think I'm bragging because my parents can buy me stuff. Like, half the time, most of the things I have, I've either brought myself or they've been given to me as gifts. Or they've been brought because I needed them. Like, my writing stuff for my college, they were brought for me because I needed them for college. And hopefully I will gain enough confidence to start acting. I know I've gained enough confidence to actually look at some of the emails the school have sent me. I'd look at every email that comes through, but what I mean is I've been able to email them back after a while. Lately I haven't been confident about college, and I've just started being able to email them again to make sure I know everything. I just need to find out my travel routes and it will be fine. I hope. Sorry, it's 25 minutes now. I'm sorry. If you guys are still here, the word is potato. Write that in the comment. And I'll know how many of you that have watched all the way through the video. Unless you've just skipped it, but you know. Like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.